Hello everyone, welcome back to CloudOpsCraft. Today we are going to set up Kubernetes with Minikube and kubectl. Let's begin by imagining this. You are a software engineer who wants to learn Kubernetes, but before touching any cloud clusters or paying for resources, you need a safe sandbox, a personal mini playground where you can practice deploying apps, creating pods, and scaling workloads and experimenting freely. That's exactly where Minikube and the kubectl comes in. What is Minikube? Any idea? Minikube is like a personal Kubernetes cluster in a box. Think of it as your local version of data center. When you start Minikube, it creates a single node Kubernetes cluster. Okay, meaning it has both the control plane, which is the brain of Kubernetes, and the remote worker node, the muscle that runs your pods inside your own laptop or virtual machine. Okay, in a real world, companies may run multi-node clusters across as many servers, but for learning, Minikubes gives you the same environment, just simplified and local. Okay, what is kubectl? Kubectl is your remote control for Kubernetes. You can think of it as a pilot dashboard. Every command you give through kubectl is like an instruction to the cluster, like create a pod, show me all deployments, or delete these services like that. Okay, kubectl talks to the API server in Kubernetes, the central brain that manages everything inside the cluster. So in short, Minikube is it's like your local cluster. Kubectl is like your control tool to talk to that cluster. Okay, how Minikube works behind this scene. The thing is, when you start Minikube, it creates a lightweight virtual machines. Okay, virtual machine or container depending on the driver. Okay, it installs Kubernetes component inside it. It will set up cluster networking. It will automatically configure kubectl to talk to it. Okay, it uses something called a driver, which can be a Docker, VirtualBox, or hypertext depending on your OS. So if you are using Docker as your driver, Minikube spin up the entire cluster inside a Docker container. Okay, let's set up Minikube on our virtual machine. For this demo, I am using AWS virtual machine with the instance type C5X large. Okay, Minikube at least it needs two CPUs, so I haven't like used T2 micro. Okay, so you can plan your things accordingly. It at least needs two CPUs. Okay, so only I went with this instance type. Okay, let's start installing. I have already created an instructions. Okay, so if you're planning to follow up with this course, then choose Ubuntu. Okay, because I am going to use Ubuntu machine only, and this instructions also Ubuntu based. But if you want to try with the different Linux flavor, then you install Minikube by your own and to follow up with the course. Okay, anything is fine. Okay, it all depends on uh, like uh, you. Okay, it depends on you. Okay, so let's start. First, we have to install Docker. Okay, so before installing Docker, we have to update our package list. Okay, so the command is sudo apt update. It is running. Okay, done. Next command is next thing what we are going to do is we are going to install Docker engine. Okay, so this is the command to install Docker engine. Okay, okay, done. Next is we are going to start the Docker service. So this is the command to start Docker service. Next we are going to enable Docker to start at boot. Okay, so we are just enabling the Docker service. Okay, now we have done that. Now we are going to add user to Docker group. Okay, because we are going to run Docker without sudo. Okay, so first we have to create Docker group if does not exist. Okay, it is already there, so no issues. Okay, now we can add our user to Docker group using this command. Next is now we are going to apply group changes. Okay, after applying group changes, we are going to install Kubernetes dependencies. Okay, which is first we have to install record packages like apt, transport, https, ca certifications, curl and all. Okay, so let's copy this command. Let me install all these dependencies. So the next is we have to add a Kubernetes GPG key. Okay, so I'll just copy the command and paste it here. Okay, now it was okay. Okay, next is we are going to add Kubernetes apt repository. So this is the command. I'll just copy paste this. Okay, done. Next, now we are going to install Minikube. Okay, so this is the command to install Minikube. Just copy pasting it is enough. We are installing kubectl with snap. Okay, it's not a Minikube, it's a kubectl. Okay, now we are going to check kubectl version. So we are using a client version of 1.34.2. Okay, now only we are going to install Minikube. Before installing Minikube, we have to download Minikube library. Okay, this is the command to download Minikube library. I'll just do this. Okay, done. Now only we are going to install Minikube. Okay, so this is the command to install Minikube. Now what we are going to do, we are going to check Minikube version. So we are using Minikube version of version 1.37.0. Okay, next is we are going to start Minikube. We are going to use Docker drivers, so that only we installed Docker already. Okay, let's start a Minikube with the Docker driver. It is running. Let's wait. It is installing Kubernetes version 1.34.0. Here Ubuntu version I am using is 22.04. Okay, you can see it's creating a Docker container with it is using 2 CPUs by default. Okay, that's why I said use instance type which offers more than 2 CPUs. Okay, okay. Now Minikube is like started successfully. Okay, and here we can see the widely used commands with Minikube and kubectl. Okay, first is Minikube status to check the cluster status. Okay, you can see like host, kubelet, API server both are running, as well as kubeconfig has been configured. Okay, so the next command is kubectl cluster info. It will display cluster info. Okay, here you can see the cluster info, and the next is kubectl config view. Okay, you can view the kubeconfig file here. Okay, this is our kubeconfig file, and the next is kubectl get nodes. It will list the cluster of nodes. Okay, since we are using Minikube, it will show only one node, which is Minikube. Next is kubectl get pods. It will list the running pods, but we don't have any pods now. Okay, now what we can do, let's do a simple deployment. Okay, with Minikube. Okay, kubectl. We will learn like in upcoming videos. We will learn Kubernetes in depth. Okay, it's just to test Minikube. We are just deploying a app. Okay, kubectl create deployment. I'll just name it as allocators hyphen image equal to nginx. Okay, it has been created. Now if you use kubectl get pods, it will list kubectl get pods. You can see one is running. Okay, which is our allo-kts. Okay, So this is how you can create deployments here. If you want to stop Minikube, then you can use Minikube stop to stop it. If you want to delete everything, then just go with Minikube delete. Okay, this is like shutting down and cleaning up your mini data center, so you can start fresh next time. Okay, so but don't do it. Okay, while you are practicing, if you are your Minikube must be running. Okay, so. Let it run. Okay, in upcoming classes we are going to do so many things, like we will discuss about building blocks of Kubernetes, which is pods and replica sets, deployments, like kubectl, Kubernetes services, everything we will discuss. Okay, so on the time, if your Minikube is running, it will be better. You can stop the instance. Okay, whenever you are practicing, you can turn it on and you can proceed on working. Okay, so just a normal deployment I have created with the help of kubectl create command. Okay, so the thing is, why Minikube is so useful? Because you can test YAML files before deploying to real clusters. It is experiment safely, no billing, no downtime risk. Okay, but you have to pay for AWS VM. Okay, remember that. For Minikube you no need to pay, but for AWS VM you have to pay. Okay, great for demos, CI/CD testing, and local development. Okay. Okay, this is all about it. Okay, so if you like this breakdown, subscribe to CloudOpsCraft. We will simplify cloud and DevOps concepts every week. Thank you.